Good morning, everyone. Today we will be discussing a writing task, that is dialogue writing. It is one of your writing tasks. Before we understand how to write a dialogue, let us understand what a dialogue is. So, a dialogue is a conversation between two or more speakers whenever they talk about some topic or some issue. That is dialogue. Now, the type of questions you get in dialogue writing, first is dialogue writing and another is dialogue completion. There are two ways for this writing task. One is dialogue writing and another is dialogue completion. Now let us have a look at what is dialogue writing. A topic of conversation is given to the students and they themselves develop the dialogues according to the topic given. Whatever the topic is given to the students, they don't get hints of that. They have to develop the whole dialogue conversation themselves. For example, you can get the headings like this: write a dialogue between you and your teacher about which course to study in vacations. So here you know that there are two characters. One is your teacher and another is you yourself, who is a student. In that case, you have to write the dialogue between a teacher and a student. So the main characters you would write is teacher and student. And next is dialogue completion. In dialogue completion, hints are given and the students have to complete the dialogues. In previous one, only the heading is given, and in dialogue completion, the hints are given and the students have to complete the dialogues. For example, Megha calls up Rajat to make a plan for New Year's. Complete the dialogue between Megha and Rajat by filling in the gaps. This is just an example. So there are two speakers, one is Megha and another is Rajat. So you can see that there are blanks in between which you have to fill up. So dash this new year, right? You can complete this dialogue by having a look at an answer. I don't have any plans. So what will be the question of Megha? What are your plans for this new year? For this type of writing, you have to understand the topic well. Without understanding the topic, without reading the dialogues which are given, without reading the hints which are given, you cannot complete the dialogue. So, this is how the dialogue completion is done. Now, there are a few points which you need to remember while writing dialogues. First is punctuation. You need to be clear whether your sentence is a question or if you're asking a question, then you have to put question mark. If you are asking for some favor, then a full stop has to be put. If your expression is of surprise and amazement, then sign of exclamation is to be put. Proper punctuation marks are to be used when you are writing dialogues. Next is tense. You need to take care of the tense. जिस टेंस में आपको डायलॉग पढ़ रहे हैं आप, क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है या आंसर दिया गया है, यू हैव टू ऑब्जर्व दैट टेंस and your framing of the question or framing of the answer should be according to the tense. Then is subject verb agreement. It means you have to check the number of speakers if you're talking about a singular person or plural persons. So in that case, you should keep this in mind that your verb should agree with the subject. Then sentence type. It means whether it is a declarative sentence, interrogative, or imperative. That will depend upon the kind of hints you get or the kind of conversation you start. Then is contractions. As you know that there are contractions and you can use contractions in your dialogues. I hope all these tips are clear to you for the dialogue conversation, and now it will be easy for you to write dialogues.